Hey guys, I know it's been a while, but yeah, I'm back. And today we're just going to be doing a simple tutorial on mid to high fade comb over. And the length on top is going to be left a little longer, but still nice and kept. So right now I'm just spraying the water on the client's hair, getting it soft enough for the scissor work. So right here I'm just sectioning off that side part, and then we're gonna comb it down, prepare it for the scissor work on top, which I'm about to take 1 inch to half an inch off, depending on if there are any inconsistencies in the cut previously. You guys can see here, I'm checking my guidelines, making sure that everything is even, and if I have to go back, there's going to be some inconsistencies, but it's going to be very subtle. You guys might have noticed that I went from the back all the way to the front, as I just want to keep my guidelines nice and neat, but in reality it's not really cutting corners, but like I find that it's even more efficient when I do this way. So if I move everything from the back all the way to the front, I feel like I'm gonna have some inconsistencies. So with here, I'm basically kind of cross-checking as I go along, because you want to see the round of the head shape and make sure that it's not really off, and like if you are gonna offset it, it's gonna like mess with the head, and there's gonna be some peaks and valleys as you would.
I love you, Benji.
So I just took my paddle comb and my blow dryer, and nothing too special because you're just really drying out the hair, but I just prepared it for point cutting because he did want a little bit of texture in front and some volume. You guys might prefer the wall premium guards over the babeless guards, but to me, the babeless guards are cutting so much closer than an actual two from a wall, because for the babeless guards, it's kind of more flat in a sense, and I just feel like I can achieve an even closer cut as you would. Yeah, so you guys will start to notice that I'm going off the shape of the head. I'm not going into the shape. And if I go with the shape of the head, I'm just gonna round it off. But in my case, I would like to square it off because it really gives that masculine look. And for those who are wondering why I say gives that masculine look, if you were to go to the round of the head, it looks like you have like an egg-shaped head, and nobody wants that in a frame unless they ask for it. And most most clients who would tend to ask for a rounded head is if they want like a longer lasting haircut, but to me I would just recommend that the client stays square. Right now I'll just be softening up the line from the 2 guard with a 1.5 guard, and it's all the way open. So I'm basically just coming under the 2 guard just a little bit, but I'm making sure that it's nice and even, and if there are any dark spots, I'm just gonna knock that out with a 1.5, closed or open. So right here, I just took my gamma hitters, and although a lot of people say they live up to the name, I would like to say otherwise, because these are my soft trimmers. So when I'm using these lineups for kids, or like setting the bald line for kids, it doesn't irritate them as much. And for the beards, man, this is amazing for beards, I'm not even gonna lie, because this picks up a lot of hair, and it has that deeper tooth on the cutting blade, but the shallow tooth comb blade still feeds it pretty nice. And I just noticed that Gamma dropped the deeper tooth, so I might look into that, see if it cuts any sharper or picks up more hair. But to be honest, I really don't need that of a sharp trimmer for like debulking. And right now, although I'm debulking this clipper, I don't necessarily do it for every cut, but right now, just for video purposes, I'm doing it to show you guys that it picks up hair, man. Arguably, my favorite clipper of all time is the Wall Cordless Seniors. And you know, I don't know why it took me such a long time to pick these up, because these things, oh my, they cut down like half the time of my cuts, and I just feel like it's even more consistent than the Wall Magic Clip. And although I love fading with the Wall Magic Clip, like, don't get me wrong, the Wall Magic Clips are nice. These are just, man, we have like that connection where it's not that connection, but like it just cuts so much faster than the Wall Magic Clip. One thing I'll give Wall is for is their guards. The number 1 guard and the 0.5 guard is amazing. Like, the Babyliss 0.5 guard leaves it a little longer. Don't know why, but it's probably just the wider tooth, or the longer tooth, as I should say. And the 1 guard on the Babyliss, it's kind of flimsy for me. I don't know about you guys. Let me know.
Purchase your tracks today.
moving on to the 0.5 guard, I have it all the way open, softening up that line I made with the 1 guard. And I'm gonna follow it up with closing the clipper slowly, and we're just gonna knock out that line until we don't see it anymore. It's just gonna be very faint, but yeah, we're just gonna move on from there.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
So with my case, I like to start with the clipper all the way open first, and then slowly start to close my clipper all the way as I soften that line up, because I kind of want to have that transitional effect and not have that fading up technique, because I feel like it's gonna cut a lot more than you expect.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
One of the more not so simple techniques, but it's the clipper over comb part, but you gotta just maintain that nice shape, because you also don't want to go into the rounded shape. As I mentioned in the beginning, you kind of don't want to go deep into that scalp, because it's gonna cut a lot of hair if you don't flare it out. Probably my favorite shaver of all time is the Babeless FX, and these just get so close to the skin. And one thing you gotta remember is like when you're getting closer to that trimmer line, you don't wanna like jab at it, man. You wanna like use that one foil and just soften it up as you go up, because you don't want to create a line with this. Trust me, it's gonna be impossible to take out. My guy was looking a little rough from the start, but we fixed him up and we got him looking right. Let's see the finishing results. Yeah, man, that looks good.